Here. All right, hey guys, we got Mike and Brent. We're gonna be talking about tumblers, how to scrape them. It's their show. Be respectful, ask questions. Don't be in here sitting here just sitting and not asking shit. Start asking questions. Because if I don't get questions, I'm telling you, we'll have issues. Ivan already dropping a number. That ain't gonna work, Ivan. Gotta wait to the end.
My number.
Gotta wait to the end, and at the end, I'm gonna be dropping the free giveaway. And it is 300 tumblers, all of which I believe are at DA 40 or above. So they're all expired. Some of them are going to be probably out of 300. There's not even 10% of them are adultish. So if you don't like adult shit, then get rid of them or send them to Holly, send them to Craig, send them to somebody who does casino and adult shit. So, or some good black hat stuff. So I'll put it that way. Let's go ahead. I'll pull myself out and give you the spotlight. There you go, buddy. It is recording.
Thanks. So welcome. Glad having another great night with everybody. You guys can see my screen. Just give me a one in chat. Great. Thank you.
Right now, no. Right now, we just see your beautiful face.
Oh, do you?
That's all I see right now.
Wow.
I see a screen.
Yeah, you
That's
see Tumblr mining.
interesting.
There we go. How about that?
Yeah.
What we'll cover tonight? We can see that.
Yeah, how to find
Perfect.
expired tumblers, it says.
Yeah. Yeah, perfect. So we're just going to go over quickly how I talked a lot about tumblers in here in the past, and people have asked what I do with them and how I find them. So I'm going to show you a manual way that everybody can do for a very low cost, and then I can show you how you can use them to benefit both any of your sites or your GMBs. So first we'll go through how to find them. I can show you the pros and cons. William kind of alluded to some of the cons for some of the people. What we'll use tonight is Domain Hunter Gatherer as a tool. It's about $17 a month. I don't know if they have a free option or not, but that's all you really need. And then why I use tumblers. So I boost authority, and I get trust flow to entities or properties that I'm trying to boost. And I've made a big network out of them so that I can get social shares. So if you use an IFTT, you can share from one to another to another to another and get social shares that you normally wouldn't with especially rank and rent type sites where not a lot of people are sharing roofing blogs or anything. So we can get those signals. So yeah, we'll just move right over to Hunter Gatherer. So this is the tool. The tool basically downloads onto your PC. Pretty simple. You can do it'll help you with domain auctions, but we're going to just look at Web 2.0 checks. And then your search settings for me today, we're just going to talk about Tumblr. But in here, just so that you're aware, are all the 2.0s, or a number, not all obviously, but a number of 2.0s that you can get. We're going to be searching Google, Yahoo, and Bing. And we're going to go from 69 to 2022 current. And then really, what I did is I tried to do some pre-work just so that you guys wouldn't be sitting here watching it, but I'll kind of run it. So here you just put in whatever the keyword that you're trying to find associated tumblers with, and it's not a real one-to-one. It just kind of takes real big relevance to whatever that keyword is, and anything that's posted on the Tumblr or anything will it'll pick up those tumblers. And then these tumblers that we find will be zoom in with your fingers. Sorry, I don't know what that is. And then these are all expired, which means that we will be able to gain the ownership of them. So I just have the ability in here. All we do is run the search. It's going to ask us to go yes. Here's the screen shows up. And what it does is it's progress. So there's 50 total search results is running through right now. We're at 800, 900, So we'll just let it run for a second. So what it's doing is it's gone out to all the tumblers, it's scraping through them, and it's found 1,245. And then what it'll do is start to bring those tumblers up here that are expired. So obviously the more keywords that you put in, the bigger this list is. And I'll be very honest, this is a numbers game. So, you know, we're just doing it as a test tonight. So we're only going to get a couple. But really, when I'm searching heavily for tumblers, I'm trying to use 500,000 keywords, you know, 300,000 keywords at a time, and letting it run for 48 hours with some proxies so that it runs faster. But it's a numbers game. You're trying to get all kinds. Some will have been canceled because of inappropriate use, all kinds of different things. And if those will show up as expired, and you could get them, but you can't actually reclaim them. So again, it's a numbers game. So this is kind of just what it looks like. Brings up, you know, we only found a couple here, but I did it earlier so that you guys didn't have to wait through it. This was the search for that one word of the tumblers, and I picked this Dallas worksheets, and so we have Dallas worksheets. I think I grabbed an email just a second. There we go. Put an email in here. So this is just the Tumblr logon or ad. So we sign up. Oh, not a valid log name. So this one didn't work. That's what comes up. So then you would just go to another one. Let's see. So you just copy it, copy the domain, and then go back over. Put it in here. All you want is the actual blog name from it. You don't need the tumblr.com. So you just remove it. Sign up. Not a valid blog name. Well, that's not a very good search. The other one worked. This one worked earlier today when I checked it, but we'll just keep going. So what would happen is you would sign up. Again, it's a numbers game. You go to the Tumblr. This is one that you would have collected, and I'll show you really what happens. Oh, maybe that's why. There we go. So really, where the power of a Tumblr is in the theme itself, and it's this link right here. So this is a 100% do follow link, and we can add it in the description. So you can put whatever title you want, but you can add it with anchor text. So whatever anchor text you're trying to boost, and then we can take this Tumblr, and we can find out what let's see, we'll collect this URL. And we can put it in a checker. This one's just trust flow checker, and it's going to tell us what it has. So DA17, PA39, 750. So no trust flow on this one, but this is just a show. Spam score is only 1%. So what I use the tumblers for is that I literally collect as many as I can, so hundreds, and then I set them up in a IFTTT. So I'm not sure if everyone's familiar with what this is, but it stands for if this, then that. So you set up these workflow automations, and this is post tweets to Tumblr. So every time you posted to your Twitter, then it would automatically take that tweet and put it on your Tumblr. And then you could share your SoundCloud. So if you were trying to, if you're trying to really boost up your voice search, and you, yeah, 1 second, I'll talk about the code. So if you were trying to boost your voice search, then you just add voice search to SoundCloud with your keyword, and then boost it out to Tumblr with the IFTTT. Or if you're going to go to your WordPress to your Tumblr, it just every time you put something on your WordPress site, it'll blow it out on a Tumblr. And that means that, like I said, you could have hundreds, meaning that it can put them out to as many as you possibly want. And that's when you start to get social shares. And then when you start to interlink them, you can link tree them very much like a PPN. And the higher spam score ones, you just put really low. So because we control this with the code, we can actually daisy chain all of the tumblers together with anchor text. So build that anchor text as it comes from your highest trust flow one at the top, and then as they get weaker, and they'll all push a little bit of trust and then boost up your trust flow on your best tumblers at the top. So you make a pyramid out of them. 1, 2 go into 1, and then 2 into 2 into 2 into that 1. So you're tiering all of those tumblers up, and then when you're sharing out, you're getting share signals from one to another, and just overall you're getting a lot of power from, other than the work that you have to put in, a very affordable linking set or structure. So there was a question. Holly, do you use embed codes? Yeah, absolutely. I use embed codes. What I've started to do is, if you look at this theme that's on the top, you can strip the theme off. And once you strip the theme off, you don't really need to do embeds. You can embed, obviously, but every link that goes from here without the theme is a do follow link. So you can literally get hundreds of do follow links from each one of your tumblers. But yes, you can embed on every post. The only thing that I wish, which I did some study today, I hadn't looked into it in a while, is if you can IFTTT to your GMB, and it's not accessible. There is a workaround. It's pretty extensive, and I haven't tested it, so I'm not really going to talk about it. But yeah, that's kind of the basics of what I do with tumblers. Is there any questions so far, or if I can help anybody kind of get through this? So why such a simple keyword? Yeah, so I'm using simple keywords just as show. Like this was just to show you guys today. But yeah, you can do as long tail as you want. But think about the power of being able to control the anchor text coming from here to wherever it's going to, both directions, right? Because you can link back from here to your Tumblr, and then this Tumblr goes a direct to your site wherever you want it. How do you strip the theme? So to strip the theme, it's a code. It's a code that you have to put in. So it's something that if you hit me up later, I can send the code to you. I do bulk register them. This is the manual way. There is some automation that you can do, but we're not going to talk about the automation here today. There's some tools that definitely will help along the way to do bulk. And with bulk, you can also, like with the tools, you can also change all of your pictures and your branding, and you can brand them out either as a branded channel or just a persona channel, talking about how great your channel is. Anyone else? So I think we could go back a little bit to the pros and cons. The pros are obviously is you've got a lot of control. Oh yeah, so Holly's asked if can I send you an embed code post and see if it strips? Yeah.
I'm gonna just send it to you on a private messages
Yeah.
on Zoom. It's a
Yeah,
it's not it's a special embed code. That's all.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I'd love to try that. Yeah, so the pros, obviously you have control. Cons are high spam scores, which I asked Holly on here what she thought about high spam scores. She didn't care. The testing I've done doesn't help with the way I do it. So I try and look for ones that have trust flow of below 5 as my base tier tumblers, and then as I go back and link to them, then I don't care. It filters them out as it moves the power through. Is there anybody here that uses tumblers at this time? And
I use them, of course, but
yeah. So if Williams, do you prefer Tumblr with high DA, let's say 60 plus, or with high? I think trust flow is a better metric personally. I've had better success testing with high trust flow, but I mean they're all just out there metrics. So at the end of the day, it's just about the metrics. So my testing says TA or TF, sorry, but I don't think one's better than the other. Yeah, link wheel from the do follow links. You can change in the HTML code and the image post. Yeah, that's all good. Hey, Michael, how are you?
Chilling. So guys, pros and cons, right? A con is if you find a high trust flow and you point it to something, what you pointed at is going to tank for sure. Not maybe, for sure. It'll come back, but it's gonna tank. So if you're doing it to a GMB, understand your phone is not going to ring. Like if you're going from 3 to 1, don't do it.
Yeah, no, that's a
Don't
great
do
point.
it. This is not for that, bro. I'm gonna tell you straight up and down right now, you will fucking regret it badly. I made a huge mistake 2 years ago or more. And actually, I'm glad you brought this up, Brent, because no lie, bro, I got a stock of high trust flows that I stripped everything out of to like reevaluate when I was ready, and I totally forgot all about that shit. So the test will consume. But guys, if the GMB is 3, don't do it. If you're at 4 or 5, I'd go other routes. If you're nowhere near there, then hell yeah, right? If you can find yourself a high TF tumbler, which heads up, it's not really easy. You got to be diligent, consistent, and have patience. But if you get it, shit has power. And remember this, don't send it directly to something that you're worried about the topical trust flow, right? Because the tumbler is not going to match up your tropical trust flow at all. So tear it out. Don't send it directly to your CID, or if you're building links to CID, don't send it directly to the GMB website. Don't send it directly to Google My Business website or S-Class. None of your main tiers, right? You don't want that there. One level down, power it up. Hope that helps.
Yeah, and the more, like, if you get the idea of adding more URLs to here, like you can add as many as you want. It's the same as anything
Splits
else,
the power.
but it splits the power. So if you've got a trust flow to 20 and you send it to 5, you're going to get 2 or 3 trust flows to each one. But again, Mike brings some good points, and I don't hope I didn't misguide anyone. I'm not boosting my GMB so much with this. I use it as something to get social shares. So I like to share all of my stuff out to it, and then I work it back to control the anchor text.
And why does he do that, right? Why would he have a bunch of tumblers sharing or syndicating his content? Let's see who's the fucking lucky winner today. Put it in the chat box. Why is Brent doing that? Let's see it. Come on. Holly, you don't get to answer. You social signals, yeah, but why? Signals, why? What kind of signal is it? What's the point of the signal? We know there's signals. Let's come on now. Virality. Close.
engagement.
Somewhat. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 Thomas. Brand, baby. You're building your fucking brand. What we always talking about. Brand, brand, brand. Send branded traffic. Send branded links. Make your social media look like you a fucking company that people talk about, right? That's how big brands do. How do they get so much referral traffic from social media, bro? Because people
just
on
talked
social
about
media
this.
sharing their shit.
Just
So
talked about that
Brent
too,
been on that.
Marlena.
Sorry, Will, I can't hear you.
No,
Hold
it's
on.
all
Brent
right.
been on this for how long now, Brent?
Ooh,
2 years at least?
at least, yeah.
At
Yeah,
least. And people
at
used
least.
to always be, people used to be like, somewhat me included, right? But I got it because I know if Brent's doing it, it's for a fucking reason, right? I was like, man, I'm chasing them high trust flows, baby, because they move. I mean, you could do some shit with them high TFs. Don't get it twisted. But it's two-parted series, right? Are you just looking for ranking or are you looking for that long-term brand prominence?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Brent. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
Will,
that's
my
all
bad,
good.
bro. I didn't really hear you.
That's a great way to look at it and a great way to say it. So
We started doing the same thing, Mike, with I did a video the other day, it's called website traffic. And in which I go, for example, how many of y'all are using Quora? How many of y'all are using Reddit? How many of y'all are using Tumblr? How many of y'all are using all these different assets, if you will? Every time I started doing this past week, every time I do a video, it's turned into a blog. That blog, videos put on the blog, and now I'm taking that and blasting it out. Quora, Reddit, Tumblr, Face, everywhere under the sun.
so to William's point, when we go back here and we were searching just Tumblr, if you wanted to use this tool to follow what Mike or what William is trying to say, is that we could just hook up all of these. So WordPress, Blogsport, Weebly, Overblog, LiveJournal, Tripod, Jizzy, like they're all here. And you can just, again, go out and get all of those 2.0s and then put those in your IFTTT. So, you know, this is not just about Tumblr, but again, you're just widening, like they call it a web for a reason. You know, you gotta span that wide web out. And how do you get those things? Do you have time to make, you know, I have hundreds, like I'm probably close to 1,000 Tumblrs. Not all high trust flow, not all low spam score, not all perfect, but I can share to all of them. So, you know, I can build engagement within my own system that's perfectly natural. You know, as long as you set it up right and you need proxies and you need VPSs and you need some stuff, but it's there. Yeah, you can. What can you use for Twitter domain? You can scrape Twitter's the same way. Twitter accounts. They're hard to verify though. I don't know anyone that's ever had a really good, really good success at re-verifying, because you can scrape them like crazy. They're easy to find. I'd go for, Scrapebox is another great one.
Scrapebox is the only way to find Twitters now, because
Oh, is it?
they took it out of domain
They
hunter
took it out
gatherer.
of domain hunter gatherer.
So if you don't know how to use Scrapebox, good luck on the Twitters. And it's hard to find. Like Brent said, I mean, Tumblr's a bitch, Twitter's even harder. But it's reason for it. You can't, like WordPress, that shit stopped long ago where you could get a old WordPress with metrics on it, right? It's only Twitter, Tumblr. I think there's maybe one or two other, which I don't remember at the hand, but that's my 1-2 punch, bro. Some Tumblrs and some Twitters first. You know what I mean? The Twitter's that consistent jab. Tweet, 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 moment. Tweet, 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 moment. You know what I mean? And the Tumblr's just syndicating every tweet because it's on the IFTT syndication. You underdig what I'm saying? So constantly giving the internet, who are these people? This is who I am. Who are these people? This is who I am. What do they do? This is what I do. Where do I do it? This is where I do it. And then all my minions or personas or whatever you want to call it, doing what Brent said. sharing it. But when you see it from that profile, it looked like Shorty from LA that was out at the sushi bar yesterday. You don't know. She ain't got nothing to do with what my company has to do, right?
Love it.
Come on now, baby. You got to get into it. We marketers. You got to market.
So there's another question. Is it okay to reuse the Tumblr in more than one IFTTT? Yes, absolutely.
Just talking about that yesterday too with branding and entity SEO.
And then check it, right? Y'all seen the hero stack. Y'all seen what I do, some of what I do, right? The one that I showed y'all, I told y'all I was missing shit. They didn't have a Tumblr. On my shit, there is a Tumblr and it's always being posted on. That's embedded in there. You know what I mean? Like anything you got going on, just make sure you have it in a hub, one place, and use that to send links and traffic. You choose what that hub is. There's many options. It don't got to be a Google site.
Yeah.
But you should have one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we're all saying the same thing, right? How far can one person in one office spread their brand from that? You know, we're not all Will, we don't all have an army. So how much can you do? And how much can you make your small business work for you by using these kind of tactics is really what we're trying to get at.
And mind you, because a lot of people get that misconstrued that I now have an army, so it's easier. William did manually SEO for 30 something goddamn clients when it was just William. So
Yeah.
William knows how many clients he can handle and shit. It's a matter of what are y'all's priorities. But like Mike's talking about is with brand, whatever it is, it's a hub. Most people think of things as I need to get ranked for this keyword and that keyword. And that's probably the most idiotic thing you could think of. You need to think of things as what does Google think about me? What is the information out on the web about me? What are the strings about there of information? What are the nodes of information out there on me? And I want to pull all that information into one spot. So Google goes and says, oh, that's who we're talking about. You know, like he's a woman at the club or whatever. All his basic marketing.
Hey guys, real quick, everybody, go into a private window and type in whoever you think you're doing the best SEO for out of your clients, or if you're a business owner, put in your business name. If you do not see a knowledge panel pop up immediately on the right-hand side, you're fucking up. 2, if the whole first page is not covered with your properties, you're fucking up. 3, put in the box 1, you're good to go, or 2, I got work to do. Because basics, let's keep this shit basic, y'all, because like, why come in here with advanced shit? Like, let's focus on the basic. Let's get those questions ironed out, right? The things that you may not want to ask because you think, oh, we should know. No, nobody should know shit, bro. That's how you learn is fucking ask. Ask everybody in here, including Holly, if I'm not the one to ask the most questions, if I'm allowed. I will ask first because I ain't trying to disrespect nobody, you know, but if I'm allowed to ask, I'm going to ask. Because how the fuck else am I going to learn? By going and testing shit on my own? What if it's something I've never even thought about testing, or a method I never heard of? If you don't ask, you will not receive, right? Isn't that something in sales, like ask and get paid or some shit like that? So same thing in life. If you don't ask for help, how are you going to receive it? Can you rebrand adult Tumblrs if they have high trust flow? No. The history will still be there from what I know. What you want to do is you want to, you know, money launder the shit. Send the link, send the trust flow somewhere else that has the proper history. Let it transfer. You're going to lose some, but that's part of the laundry game, right? Like you got to pay the fee to whoever cleans your money, right? So it'll clean it. Then from there, you use it how you have to. And sometimes you might have to double bag that. You might have to double clean it to really get rid of the stench. That's my opinion. Brent knows a lot more about that than I do, probably.
I mean, the question was written, I think, as can you rebrand it? 100%. You can change the pictures, you can rebrand it. You can't change the name because that's really what you're trying to, you know, what you're trying to claim. So if it has, you know, any words in it, like William was saying at the beginning, 10% of the ones that he has are adultish, means that there's some kind of name there. But Mike is actually 100% right. It still has the history and the spam score and what it was on it and what it was about. All those metrics are still with that Tumblr.
No, only Lionel put a response. So none of y'all did what I asked. Nobody put a 1 or a 2 in there. It's like that. Because if so, I'm out. I'll talk to y'all next week. See, one person answered.
Mikey, you're loopy today, man.
There we go.
So
Thank you.
I got a question.
Sure.
For the adult ones, would you be more advisable to link to a tier? Obviously, right?
That's what I do. Yeah.
Go. I would.
Would you tier
Yeah,
2 or would you do a
3.
Jack tier?
3.
Yeah. I'd bury mine deep.
I go to 3. I go to Holly. I go to 3, or I do some other stuff which I'm not gonna talk about here. But hit me up and I'll tell you. You know, just money laundering shit, different ways, right?
Yeah.
Look, Jamie says he used to meta refresh them. You could throw redirect scripts in there. From what I understand, I think those could get you in trouble sometimes, though. Or banned.
Yeah, I think they can get you in trouble.
And them Tumblrs rank. They really do. It's funny because I had to look for something recently for something I forgot about, and I'm like, you know, I think it was like page 2, first slot, so like number 11 or whatever, right? And mind you, the whole first page is shit I put there, but that one I like forgot about, and the name of it is a little bit, you know what I mean? Like I didn't launder that one the right way, and I'm like, oh shit, I might have to push this shit down further. But they stick is my point though. Like no traffic, no links to that shit. I forgot all about that Tumblr account, period. No syndication, no posts, just profiled as we call them.
Yeah.
And profiled means we just put the link in that we want to send the juice to. Like that's it. Nothing else was done.
Yeah. So if you look at overall metrics from the core Tumblr, like Tumblr itself, the only thing that beats Tumblr is YouTube. YouTube is 100% trust flow and 100% BA, and Tumblr is 98 and 99. Like it's got monster power. Everyone's doing what you asked, Mike, I think.
I hope so. Want to be able to really help people, man. Some people do. Some people do listen. I know that because they send me the DMs like, oh, and I'd be like, but then when I hear when others don't come back with any feedback or any questions, I'm just hoping they silent assassins. You know what I'm saying? They killing it. Got nothing to say, but got to make sure. Blogger, yep. Blogger's nice too.
Yep.
Medium. People sleep on all them things, but they've been around a long time. Google knows and respects them.
Yeah, and I mean it's not hard to put in the work and beat a competitor that, you know, is not doing the work. And we've said it lots of times before.
Do you save the Tumblrs to a spreadsheet to send them to your IFTT? Sorry if this sounds ignorant.
Nope, it's not. I have some automated software that I use, but that's a method.
Learning from everyone. Oh, sorry, Brett.
No, go ahead. It's however you want to upload to, however you want to use the applet to get it into your ring. That's all.
Lionel, I hope I said your name right. Said, learning from everyone in here. I have a knowledge panel in my area and one 243 miles away. Thanks for everyone here. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
That's so awesome. Congratulations, man.
That's what I'm talking about. 243 miles. It's a lot of green grids.
That's
a lot of phone calls right there.
Lionel's favorite song, "Cause I'm a hustler, baby.
I just want you to know it ain't where I've been, but where I'm about to go." Right. It's the truth though, right? It don't matter where you've been. It don't matter how red your shit is, bro. It's where you going. Where are you going? You going to green. Just stay on the path.
I don't want his local Falcon account. I mean, that's an expensive account right there.
You should see my fucking account.
I can't even imagine.
That's why I dropped that. I dropped it
So,
and got myself a sponsor.
everybody-
I shouldn't have more.
Everybody that put a 1 in, when you put your brand or your client's brand into Google, is there a knowledge panel? 1, yes, or 2, no? Was that, because I actually had 2 questions in one. So I want to know, is it the knowledge panel issue or is it not the whole page 1 is yours?
A lot of players in here.
1. No knowledge panels for your brand. Okay, wow, that's really not good. Okay, so
I thought one was.
I misunderstood your question.
Yeah.
One, if you do have a knowledge panel. 2, if you don't have a knowledge panel.
oh, okay, good. So you guys all have that. All right. So for those that didn't answer that you still need work to do, you don't have all 10 pages on page 1.
I have one with the
Chris
whole
has
page.
a knowledge panel, branded full page. Okay, beautiful.
Nice.
Lionel's getting snippets also. Beautiful.
Snippets, all of it. Another real cool one that you can, that Michael's taught y'all about too, and we've talked about with brand, is if you go to enter in your web brand name into the search engine, and it has other suggestions for other keywords with your brand name. Brand plus review, brand plus affordable, brand plus near me, stuff like that. Those things will start popping into once you're actually a stronger brand.
And guys, with those, that's not gonna come overnight.
Nope.
That's not the 4th of July, right? Put the lighter to the thing, instant gratification. Don't work like that. You got to build that shit up. Google got to see that search volume consistently over X amount of times. I don't know the exact formula or whatever, but it ain't quick. It's a consistency game. They want to see that it's really, you deserve that fucking spot, right? So keep that in mind when you're going for that. And the branded traffic never stops. Remember, you should, if only, ramp it up, not down. It's not do branded traffic and then rush to do keywords. It's the more branded traffic you do, the more keywords you'll rank for. Then you trickle in keywords.
Yeah, you're definitely looking for the yellow and the green in your GMB insights. You can CTR brand over time. True.
You guys have any questions here? It's a quiet night. Yo,
Well,
Holly had it turned out in here yesterday, Brent. You don't even know.
Wow, I bet.
I was ready to go to sleep. Will hit me up like, yo, man, it's 60-something people in here. Why you not in here? So I was like, 60.
He's like, why didn't you tell me?
I was like, why you? And then he goes, and it's not recorded. I go, motherfucker, why you ain't telling me? He was like, because I posted it on Facebook. I was like, I don't be on Facebook. So I'm thinking to myself, damn, Craig Campbell's second week, well, he brought the people out, right? So I click on the link, I hops in the fucking room, and Holly's in there banging them in the head with the video citations. And I'm like this. Oh, 1, I'm like, everybody's gonna know about this shit, right? And then 2, I'm like, and I thought it was Craig. It was Holly got the people out. It was packed in here yesterday. And then a lot of people stood for Drew and Matthews shit, which was off the hook. But Holly smashed it. Yo, Brent, she had people in here like it had no rankings. Now it has 89 rankings. Like,
Holly, did you, by the way,
minutes.
sorry, Mike, did you see Holly? Someone posted in the group already. They took what you taught yesterday, already implemented, already seeing results.
Yeah, and the ones from last night, the Schomburg one that I did is still like ranking for 89 terms, and I deleted the
Yeah, I
damn
saw
thing.
you pop that thing up in there, the credit repair. See, she's
No, not the
playing.
credit repair, the pest control one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still like holding. And I
Holly, you
deleted
know-
the video, so like as soon as we were off air, I was like, delete, video's gone. But I got emails they're like, what were you doing with those videos last night? I was like, like, I don't know what you're talking about. I must have got like someone jerking off.
Yeah, Holly's up to something.
So there's a couple questions. So stripping the theme off the Tumblr is just about getting more do follow links. That's the only reason. How many searches for your brand traffic would you start off? From a CTR standpoint, really depends on who's in your, like, what's the overall, what's your Google Search Console say? Like there's an audit that needs to happen before, and then you want to do it slow, low, and lots of angles. There's
Yeah,
lots
Holly,
of
it was Michelle. She said it works for sure. Just applied last night's golden nugget for the YouTube citation hack. I was at spot 201, and just in a few minutes, I went from spot 201 to 178, up 12 positions already, and only has been a few minutes. If you missed her webinar, don't mix the next one.
Hold on a minute. What's that? Organic?
That's
what's
organic, baby.
Oh yeah, she should have did it for the maps, but that's still impressive. I mean, that's impressive. I just love map shit. I heard position 200. I was like, hold up, I ain't never seen a scanner that goes that deep for maps.
Yeah, it works on organic, but it's specifically for GMBs, so that's why we track GMBs. I didn't track the organic stuff, but it'll move.
Yeah, I never have either. Yeah, that shit definitely works. For anybody that saw that and y'all haven't done it yet, like, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Y'all crazy, bro. Like, don't be in here now. Like, you should have been implementing that. And then when that's done, catch today's replay, right? Like, hear what I'm saying, man. Too much knowledge is not gonna get you nowhere. It's action that gets you somewhere. Action. Like, she showed you how the fucking something that wasn't ranking was then ranking, right? And if you want to be a fucking idiot and how long is it gonna rank for? That's your fucking job to make sure it stays ranking. That's the kickstart, right? Now you take it from there, SEO. Sorry, I get animated, Will, and everybody, but it's like, bro, like when exclude me, because I ain't talking about me. But when people are sharing fucking nuggets that are worth buku dollars, right, as part of a fucking membership, a one-time monthly fee, and you got all these people dropping nuggets, and I feel like maybe not enough people are taking enough action or understanding what the fuck is being shared. It's a little bit like, maybe I need to really be more like, motherfuckers, take action. Like, we need y'all to come back with reports, or we're not gonna show you nothing of, like, show us something. At least you trying, and I'm taking it far, right? But my point is, why are you here if you're not implementing?
Yeah, you're gonna love.
If you need friends, do that on Facebook. Do that somewhere else. We're here to help people make money and change their lives, bro. If you got a 9-to-5, I want you to not have a 9-to-5 when you feel, oh shit, I got enough of this in the bank. I could actually pay for my own health insurance and everything they're offering me. Even I could pay for my own 401k. Like, shit is real. But not if you just listening and thinking it's a game.
Yeah, and most people might. What I was telling you about earlier was that done for you agency service we're coming out with. It's not for everybody, because that done for you agency service is going to be, for one, here's this week's lesson, and I'm going to attach you to an accountability partner. And if you come back to me on the next week, my accountability partner, of course, going to know exactly how William deals with shit. When you come back to me and it ain't done, you will be bitched out.
Yeah, and come back when it's done. There is no next lesson. Come back when it's done. Period. Exactly. I can't help you until you do what needs to be done. It's fucking simple. It's not complicated, man. It really ain't. That's why.
And today, when I'm showing the paid SEO audits, like, I have some people say, I've worked with you for this amount of time. I can't get no goddamn clients. I can guarantee you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Guarantee it, 100%. Because I got people over in I got Africa, I got South America, I got Nigeria, I got one in the States, all of them implementing what we told them to do. And it works. Just got to put in the work. That's the problem. Most people don't put in the damn work.
Gotta put the work in.
Yep, that's
Can't be afraid to make mistakes. That's the biggest one, Lionel.
Hell
Most
no, you
people are
cannot be.
afraid. They're
You gotta be
afraid.
in a rush to make mistakes and fail. If you ain't in a rush to fail, you're gonna be waiting to win forever, bro. I'm telling you right now. Oh, I just made that one up. That was what did I just say, Brent? Is this recorded? All right, we got
it's
it.
recorded. We're good.
All right, good. I like that
That's
one.
That's a t-shirt.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think it's mistakes though, you know, like,
Maybe not mistakes, but failing, right? Like you got it. Well, go ahead, Holly.
but it's okay to fail. Like, if you're
Bingo.
testing consistently and you know what is failing, then you sure should know what is not failing.
100%.
I mean, you don't even have to do it on the scale that I do. If you're just testing it, if you just go out and do what we're saying, you'll see it move, or you won't see it move. So if it don't work for you, then you know, move on to something else and come back and try that later. But if you're just
like,
fast there and not do anything, it 100% won't work.
it's like if
And
you
listen,
look
that's
at
Holly. Hold on, Will. That's Holly giving y'all the little motivational, like, you know, kicking the butt. And she ain't with all that. Y'all know Holly, you know, she just drops
you don't
it
like
and
people,
mutes out.
motherfucker. she stays away from.
I didn't want to say it, Will. You said it, right? But so like even she's telling y'all, like, we showing you, mother, like, go get the data on your own, and then you know, oh, shit is real, right? And if it's not, then you come back to us like, hey, it didn't work. And that's what we want. Because then we're gonna be like, well, what did you do exactly? And blah, 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 blah. And 9 times out of 10 or 7 times out of 10, we're gonna figure out why it didn't work. And then you got an anomaly, or maybe it got patched or whatever it is. But this is a community, bro. Like, y'all gotta understand. Listen, man, when I first came into SEO, I only heard of Holly. Only heard of who she was. I wasn't on
No,
Facebook.
we didn't. I didn't have.
I didn't
none of
know.
that.
Will, I didn't know
None of
any
it, man.
SEOs on Facebook, right? Only thing I knew about SEO was from blackhatforum.com, and I was from the
Bingo.
JV Zoo world, right?
That's
So
right.
all I knew, her
That's
Holly,
right,
the
Jerry.
queen.
All about them.
Now she's in here dropping nuggets for people, basically for free, if you ask me, right? And people ain't coming back like, yo, Holly, I ranked 14 DMB since last night. Because that's what I want to hear. Every client you got should have a video up.
Yep.
My 2 cents.
I was telling Jason, because I'm honestly, I'm proud of him. I told him, so I tell him quite often, because it's like, you're coming from South Africa, leaving everything. I mean, he's already talking about moving. Basically.
Oh, he's finally coming out there. Hey, hold on a minute. Y'all see Brent, the shit this guy does in Excel sheets and PowerPoint. I never seen him in PowerPoint, but Excel will blow your mind. This guy does some shit. My bad, Will, but if you ain't never seen Brent mess around with a Google sheet, it's a thing of art.
So this is what we're talking about. Oh, go ahead, Will. Yeah, finish up.
But what I was telling him, it says, is along the same lines of Holly and Mike and Brent. It says difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. Unsuccessful person wants to do something. They see they need to do it and they're scared and they don't do it. Therefore, they're unsuccessful. Therefore, they never move ahead. Therefore, they never make the money they're worth. Therefore, they're with the person they don't want to be with. They're at the job they hate. All right. Because they rather be with the devil they know than the devil they don't know. Unsuccessful person goes, I'm scared. I'm still going to do it. And guess what? I'm still scared as shit while I'm doing it. But I don't care. I still do it, you know? So.
So if we want to just go into how all of that Will and Michael were just talking about, this is an easy way that's used all over Fortune 500 companies. And it's called PDCA, Plan, Do, Check, Action. So you make a plan, and that's what we're talking about. We're teaching you different things that you can plan to do. And then you need to do those things. Then you need some kind of check mechanism in that, whatever it is, you know? So you know it either worked or it didn't work, to Holly's point. And then you take action on whatever your check said. So you have a check sheet, and the check sheet says, yes, I passed here, but I failed here. Okay, well, we want to work not on what we passed on, but what we failed on. And you take those gaps to your plan, right? And everyone's seen a gap analysis, I'm sure, a bar graph with a step. Let me do it real quick here. So you've got a graph. Yeah, a graph that looks like this. And all it is a step, right? You learn this. And now this is my next plan. So I make my next plan here because I made some growth with my check. I check, made growth. So then I start again and I make a new plan. And then I do whatever that new plan is. To Mike's point, Mike said it a bunch of times today. Go and take action, finish up with the tumblers, then move on to the next thing. That's exactly what this is. So you do it. You check the progress of whatever that new plan was, and then you make an action from that plan. And this is called rotating PDCA. So you rotate this PDCA and it will constantly take you on a vertical progression of your business, of your life, or whatever you want to put it to. And this, along with 5W2H and 5W, 5 Ys if you want, are great ways to get you through all of these things that you have struggles, what to do next. Sorry, Jamie, Excel template for PDCA. Yeah, so no, it's more of a mindset and a way that you can do it. I shouldn't say no, because I do, but it's more of a way to think about what your plan is. Obviously, every plan's a little bit different, right? And the action stage, and again, we're going to get into all kinds of craziness, but if everyone hasn't used 5 Ys, if you have a problem that you can't solve and you ask true why 5 times, you will always find the root cause. So, Johnny failed his math test. Well, why? We're going to say, well, he didn't study. Okay. So is that truly the, well, why didn't he study? Well, because he couldn't get through the book. Why? Because he has a hard time reading. Why? Because he has a learning disability. Oh, so really it's not that he failed the test, it's that he has a learning disability that no one brought up. So if you dig yourself into true root cause, then you can find actionable items to make your new plan. So always ask yourself five questions of why. And if you're in big business, it comes down to 2 things every time, either training or management. And if you didn't get trained, it's management. So it's only one. It's always management. It's just, how can the management change, or how can you change to never do that again, or to improve your SOP?
You heard that right. I just making sure everybody heard that, because I hear that crap all the time. They'll come at you and they'll be like, well, I got these crappy VAs, or my VA don't listen, or my employees don't listen. I will guarantee you, every fucking time, it is from the head down. It is
100%.
Not from the employee up. It is because either you didn't give. I've had people go, well, how do you do your SOPs? I don't do just SOPs. I literally, I just did this past week. I've had a spreadsheet. I go, this is what I'm going to do every day. I'm taking what I did on Facebook. I'm doing it on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, every platform, engaging, right? I have my Dream 100. Don't believe me? Got Dream 100 book right here. You don't have Dream 100, go get it. Took my Dream 100 on every one of those platforms. I go in there and I do that myself. Then I brought the guy in here, trained him, then made a video SOP, a written SOP. He does it. I go back and check it. Bada boom, bada bang, and it's done. Most of y'all go, here's a document, here's my SOP. And then when they fuck it up, you're like, well, they fucked it up. They must suck.
Hey, right there. Look at you. You made a plan. You did your plan. You went in and checked it.
Bada boom, bada bang.
Then you're going to have an action. And that action is the gap to the plan. And you're going to close that gap with everything is constantly evolving, right?
Yep.
That's why all of these things that we teach are good for now and maybe not later. But what also has worked in the past now works again, right? Everybody is doing this. Everybody has to find a gap and close the gap. So understand the gap. That got way off Tumblr, but I hope it helped.
Nah, it's good. Helps people, because a lot of people come in here and just come in here and sit. You got to come in here and implement. learn, implement.
And PDCA, plan, do, check, action. What do you plan to do first? Let me give you a little bit of my personal insight. If you have GMBs, do what Holly showed yesterday first. That should be your first PDCA because it has the quickest reward and you can stack on top of it, right? So put in your mind for tomorrow, right? It's already late today, depending on where you are, right? Tomorrow, my to-do list is nice and short for the whole day. You know, this is just idealistically, y'all know y'all schedules, right? But if you could do it, idealistically, I'm gonna learn how to do Holly's method. I'm gonna buy Camtasia or Filmora or whatever tool it is if you don't have one, because don't get hung up like it has to be Camtasia. Just watch the video and trust me, you can use multiple things. It's not really complicated. It just might look like it is, right? And get a video citation up, because once you get the first one up and you see the results, you're gonna do another, right? And then another, and then record yourself doing it and have a fucking SOP for a VA, hopefully that you have. And if you don't, you keep it for when you get one. Simple. There's your PDCA. Then after that, if you want, try Tumblr or try to get a VA if you don't have one. You figure out what your plan is, right? But if you're not planning, you're just walking around like, you know, like an airhead almost. Like, I don't mean that literally, but you understand, like, you got to have a mission. This is not a joke. Your clients or your business is relying on you to come through.
So I used to wonder, I had a boss, man, he had, it was the biggest place I ever worked at, in that primary care clinic. And we had, I think his payroll was 6 figures plus a month. Insurance, everything, and he's always stressed out because you got all these people relying on you, and you wonder how people, if you will, have a passion to do certain things. A lot of times, especially when you're running a 7-figure agency, it's because you got all these people relying upon you. If you fuck up and you're not doing, and you're not the one taking action, and you act like you don't give a crap, then guess what? It's everybody else. That's why it kind of why, you know, I get so passionate. I guess when some people kind of come at me or come at the businesses, you're coming after my entire freaking team. You're coming after everybody, you know, and they're my family. So action. All right. It is 9 o'clock. I got another class coming up. If you're not in that paid audit class, better be in it. If you're not in, Michael and Brent, they have a class as well, or a course on CTR. I'm pretty sure they're getting ready if they haven't already put it out. Besides that, yep, go
Can you
ahead.
Send me a link to the call.
And but we have the paid audit class coming out. I want y'all to get your numbers in 1 through 40.
Everybody knows my number if I'm not near the keyboard. Just, all right. Oof, got close there. So I got close yesterday, Will. It hit on the number I'm supposed to play, 20, my birthday number, but I've been rolling with the 2-3, so I got to stick with it.
Or Jason asked me, he said, how you get so much damn energy? He's, I'm 20-something years old. You got more energy than me. He's like, because I got passion. I got things I want to do, bro. Fuck around. Taking my Amway vitamins, if you want to know what I'm doing. Michael does his weed. I do my Amway vitamins. You stress my ass out. All right. Last numbers got in. All right, we're gonna get this done. 8. All right, Marissa, you can only guess one. You guess one. And number one, Marissa, I'm almost gonna disqualify you. You done won 3 times. Let someone else win. Buy a damn lottery ticket, okay? Mike will be like, yeah, I'm telling you, Michael sees you win again, he will cuss you out.
You won again? The same
3 times, bro. 3 times. 3 times, bro.
Nah.
He loves me to death now.
Shit. Wow.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, go buy a lottery ticket.
I can't even believe it right now. The same number or 3 different
No, different
numbers?
numbers. Different numbers every damn time, bro.
Wow. She needs to
All
play
right,
a lotto with
let's
us.
go. 1 to 40, generate it 16. All right, let me go up to the very, very tippity top and see who's guessed it at the top. If anyone, I already know what the last number was. It was Marissa, so don't even be trying to sneak no damn 16 in there. Jamie's at 13. Reggie's at 15. He's the closest. We got tied. Reggie and Lionel's at 15. Reggie and Lionel's at 17. Unless we get a 16, it's going to be a 2 people. Yep. Reggie and Lionel. Tell you what to do. Message me at iam@rankfortress.com, and I'll have tumblers available for both of you. I ain't gonna do no splitter, but got tumblers for both of you. So just email me iam@rankfortress.com.
If you got GMBs, do the video citations and then fucking thank me and Holly tomorrow after you get the results. Thank Holly, but thank me for pushing you. Because when you see the results, you have to fucking experience it. That's all I'm gonna say. Will have a good audit class.
You good, bro? He's gonna be he's gonna have a motivational coaching course coming up real soon. I have a feeling. I'm scared.
Jamie, the video citation shit, bro. Do that shit, bro. I'm telling you. Listen to what I'm telling you. Do that shit. And make sure you track the keywords first so that you have that nothing is ranking. Then do it. Make sure it's indexed. Just watch the replay. She did the whole thing live, right? So just do it and come back and post in the group, right? Hey, Holly, thank you so much. Like, you know what I mean? Show people like that they here teaching for a reason.
Bingo. It's not all about 1 or 2 or 3 different people. To show people that it's actually working, you know? The thing is,
SERP robot. Yep, Thomas. Sorry, Will. Yeah, SERP robot.
Maybe out of line, but you don't never know. Like Holly might be going through something. Michael going through something. Like y'all don't, like Michael's wife went through something. That's why he's late today. I might be going through something. Everybody's going through something. Brent going through something. And you come in the group and you say, thank you so much. There have been many a day, you ask Michael and Brent and Holly, where I go, I'm literally this close to saying, fuck every one of you.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have someone come in and say, oh my God, thank you for so much content. You helped me. Now I'm doing this and this and this. I just picked up my clients. I just quit my 9 to 5. And I'm like, you just gotta keep going.
That shit is crazy.
And because
bro.
of that,
That shit is crazy. I just saw one of those before I got in here. Will, you heard? Somebody from Holly's mastermind sent me messages yesterday that I didn't even see, sharing something with me, helping me, right? Because I asked for help and they sent it, but I didn't see it. My messages, plus I've been busy in my own mind, right? I seen it right before I came in here and I was like, oh my God, thank you. And then one of the messages, they was like, you said something that kind of pushed me to get my own mobile network. This dude is a fucking ninja, bro. Like I'm telling you, I'm asking them for help based off a comment they made in Holly's group. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like that's the universe, y'all. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. If you don't ask, you'll not receive. And I hate asking for shit. But if it's the right community and that's what everybody's doing, then I asked and I received. And if that person is in here, because I don't know if they are, thank you. Sorry, I didn't see your message yesterday.
No, you're gonna like it. I'm getting ready to set up I mentioned it went before a class started, but in Holly, I don't even know if I am setting up my click form. I got the SOP done. I got everything done. My mom and dad are coming into the Philippines in July. They're going to be bringing a couple of 100 phones. So, yeah, I'm going to set it right up here on this panel, right next to me. Going to beep, 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 beep. Have a VA coming here, YouTube. Bop, 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 bop.
Nice. Look, Sean, he is in here. Sean, good looking, bro.
Some fans in that building because you're going to be having.
I do. If you see where I'm at, Holly, on the front over here and on the side over here are floor to about 13-foot walls with sliding windows all the way across with big ass fans. So, and the air con. So, but yeah, that was the biggest reason why I didn't ever want to do it. I'm like, get the stands and stuff. I was looking at the stands, the charger stations, but the guys that usually do it over here, we just do Velcro on the wall with the panel, and put the bitches up there, put the power up there and everything. But yeah, test. So all right, I will see if you're in the Make Money with SEO Audits class. I'm gonna be starting that in
So-
about 20 minutes. So
So
go ahead, Mike.
give me 1 second before you click off, because I'm all right. So somebody hit me up. Their name's not important. Let's help them out real quick. I think I know the answer, but they said they did a brand search and all they see is Asian links. But then they said that they moved the site to a new host. If all the links you see are from WordPress, from the money site, then it's hacked or was hacked, and that's what it is.
Yeah, his site was hacked at one point and we had to clean it up, but now we're actually remaking a brand new site. All
Don't say his name, assuming you know who I am.
Yeah, I
I don't want to
know
get
it.
anybody in trouble. Okay. So is the links that he's seeing from his site or bad links from like a
No, they're from
negative
they're
SEO?
from his site.
Okay, yeah. So the easy fix. All right.
It was hacked and then we had to fix that. And
I
then
hate when they do that,
they're
man.
still there. And that's why I also added onto our website maintenance plans, because we do SEO. I don't do malware removal. I don't do website hosting or any of that. If you want that, we can do it, but it's not included with your SEO package. You go want, if you go, let me put it this way, if you have your own hosting and you ever get hacked, you're gonna pay them at least about $250 just to clean it up.
Minimum one
So,
site.
I've
And
had
you
to
got
do,
multiple
I've had
sites
to
on
do
a C
that.
panel.
Yeah.
You're fucked. Hey, listen. WPX hosting is fucking great. And they used to clean up hacks for free, but now they limited it to like they'll do it once, I think. Oh no, that's with the speed. Like they'll optimize your site for speed, but now they'll only do it one time. But if your shit gets hacked, they don't charge you, they just clean it.
Yep.
So it's a little pricey. It's not the most expensive, but if you've never messed, and it's no C panel, so you got to like compromise things that you used to. But I'm talking about 24
And that's
hours
why
a
we
day.
switched over to WordPress.
You use WPX?
WordPress engine.
WordPress, and as a
It's,
host,
it's like the same thing, yeah, hosting, because what happened was I switched from GoDaddy, then I went to SiteGround. Then I went from SiteGround when they fucked me over to HawkHost. And then HawkHost basically tried to do the same shit, even though I had them all on separate C panels. And I went, you know, I'm gonna stop fucking around. And I made it work because I started getting DDoS attacks and all that shit. So I moved to one's in Russia, and then another one's on WP Engine. All the rest of it's in WP Engine, because basically if it ever gets hacked, they handle all of it, everything,
oh, WP Engine covers if it gets hacked.
everything.
Nice.
So those were some issues I had before too. So now that's why I suggest going to WordPress engine, but anything in specific like that, because I've had to do hacks before where I had imagine hundreds of sites I had at one point, probably 2 years ago, they got hacked and they wanted $250 a site. So
Damn, this shit is expensive, son. Wow. I thought WPX was expensive. Shit. Wow.
I have
So
all.
hold on, you got all your agency sites on this?
Mhm.
Well, I know that bill is hefty every month.
I don't play with crap because I've had too many people attack and come after my ass.
200
know.
a month for 30 sites. Not even that
And
much.
I
traffic.
have the fortress on one, I have the other on another, have staging on another. I have all that because I don't want to play with that shit, because people be playing and then you start moving and people start not liking you. Then next thing you know, they want to try hacking your shit. That's why let's take this shit over to Russia.
Hack this.
Hack this bitch. Send me a cease and desist and see what happens. Russia give you a bird and be like, cease and desist that.
You guys are crazy. Hey, Brent, Thank you. I forgot to thank you because I got here late. Thank you for showing them, you know, some of our little secrets. They've been asking for a while. You gave it to them. You're a good man. Good man.
They've been asking for a while, man.
They've been asking for a minute,
video.
months and months.
I'll
I
be
was
doing
like,
a
nah, I was
video.
like, every time Brendan be like, come on, Mike, I'll be like, nah.
Yeah,
'Cause
Michael,
listen,
when
it's
we
hard to
mentioned it
find
before,
them,
he's
bro.
like,
So now I
no,
got-
no.
Yeah,
shut
no, like it's
up.
hard to get them. Now you got more people compete. Like we're all competing to find the same shit. Let's just keep it real, right?
True.
But hey, that's what we're here to do. One, and then two, a lot of y'all don't take action, so it's like fuck it. I'm not that worried about it. And I'm doing that so y'all take action. I hope y'all do because I got mine. I got my trust flows.
All right, guys, I sent the link for the SEO audit class. This will be uploaded sometime later by y'all's morning time because I got this class. I got one more class coming up. So I got 2 more classes today. So I've got a hold of Chris Palmer juice or some shit. I don't know.
Yo, Carl, that's a good one. Carl, someone said that. No, Carl said that nicknaming me Blunt Force with the blunt in capital. That's a good one too. I like that.
I'm making sure that she sent it to you about blunt force.
Oh man. All right, y'all. Have a good night, man.
Blunt
Yeah, Ron,
fortress.
thank you.
See y'all later.